Oklahoma State's Quinn Sharp led the Big 12 in scoring and was second in the nation last season. Sharp handled the Cowboys' place-kicking, kickoffs, and punting, where his 45.8-yard average was the best in the Big 12 and top 5 in the country.
I don't know how many teams actually want one person to do all three in the NFL, but it'll be beneficial in the fact that if I do one and something was to happen to the other spot, they wouldn't have to go out and get another person. They could just use me for that time being until that person came back.
Sharp's 28 field goals last season led the nation, as he was the only kicker to average more than 2 per game. Sharp has come a long way since his first 2 seasons, when he punted only because current Dallas Cowboy Dan Bailey handled the place kicking. Watching you set up to kick a field goal, you have some interesting quirks, for lack of a better word. Why do you back up to a point and then come in what looks like 2 yards, and then you do a little like high kick with the leg? What are the reasons for those things?
Well, it all kind of started, when I first got out of my field goal rhythm from doing just punts and kickoffs my first year at Oklahoma State. I still practiced behind Dan, but I just didn't do them as much. So it took me a little bit to find my rhythm again. And those 4 back and 2 over is just to kind of get me comfortable, and then I step back into my comfort zone, and then that little jab step that I have, it's kind of a rhythm timing factor. It just gets me going. It's just kind of how I've tweaked it and worked with it over the last 2 years, and that's what it's come to.
Of all the field goal kickers I've ever seen, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do either.
Yeah, most guys you don't really see the jab step with. I've seen some guys do like a side turn or a back turn, but that's really it. It's just I take that extra step back just to kind of look up at the target one more time, get my visualization of where I'm kicking to, and then that's when I step up and I reset, and that's where I'm comfortable at. So I think that's kind of the big factor in it.
Whatever works, and for Sharp, his routine clearly works, but now he heads for his shot in the NFL, playing a position that has unusual pressures.
It's very different, A lot of people say we're either the hero or the zero. It's a common term with us, and I enjoy that moment, and I take it as an opportunity. If the offense can't put points on the board, I want to go out there and get the job done, just like they're trying to get the job done every time. It is a big pressure situations, and you don't get too many in the game, and you have to make most of them count.
Of course, in the NFL, kickers need to make virtually all of them count.